is happening? All right, get myself all set here. Just a little Saturday early evening live for some funsies. Got a couple things to talk about just for kicks and shiggles, etc., etc. See if anybody's hanging out. Just was watching Knives Fast. Was live for a little bit, waiting for him and Loot to finish, and so I figured I could jump on now for a while, mess around, see what everyone's up to this weekend, look at a couple of knives. I've got a project that I'm kind of working on that I've been working on a while. What's up, Justin? Nice win there, bud. I saw that you won on Loot a little bit ago. Congratulations. Pretty fun stuff. How getting yourself into today? Got all my minis out right here. I have so many minis. Oh, let's not make an echo out of nothing. Wow, is that what the... Okay, it cleared up. It cleared up. What did you win? I didn't even... I kind of been doing some stuff, making some videos, working on some things today, and was kind of listening. Didn't really see when he popped up what it was the giveaway was for today. Either way, it's cool. Either way, it's cool. What are you carrying today, Just? I actually got my rose gold. The old Bowie Kaiser Porcupine. How do you like that one? I don't have that. Believe it or not. Kind of far away. Testing out a few things here. Kind of moved my one of my tables over here, but it's a high top table. So I'm actually standing. Standing room only. But I figured I'd jump on live for a little bit. Kaiser Koyas and Microtech MSI. I have my MSI. I've been kind of talking about that one lately. It is a nice knife. Maybe I need to get... Oh, you retracted. Retracted! I already read it. But yeah, that MSI. There's mine. Right here. I'm thinking about... I don't know, swapping it out for something different. It's cool. Maybe I just need to get some different scales for it. Or maybe I just need to learn to love it. It is a rad knife, but I don't carry it. And it's like, for the price, I could swap this, or sell this to somebody that might appreciate it more. And then I could pick up something else. I've been looking at that. Reese has that black and red. Shoot, what's it called? I don't remember. My brain just shut off. But he's got that one up. Original Goat has neon scales. I like the pattern and the diamonds or the triangles or whatever it is on that on those scales. Thanks, Clyde. I've been kind of building it. It's decent. There's a lot going on. I've got a ton of my my minis. I basically it's been over a month now. What's up, Michael? I started getting ready to do this mini knife shootout. I have, where is my notes? I had a little note card somewhere around here that disappeared. But I did the first thing where I showed off several of my minis. There is one video on the channel now. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing today? Love the lighting. Little disco stew. Squirrel. Made the video talking about, okay, I'm going to be doing this mini knife shootout. Then the next thing you know, I got another one and another one and another one and another one. And as you can see right here, cutting off right about there, but like right here. Not so much over here, but right here. What's up, Kanye? Do you sell ceramic? I don't really sell much. I mostly make content. I do custom projects. I do customs for other people. I do have a ceramic blade on the table. Look at this stupid little parrot. I have to put this in my mini knife shootout videos. I'm going to use it. I'm going to basically do some videos, and it's going to be an actual like survivor type of a situation where I'm going to take them all and we're going to do a cut test, and then we'll do like a sharpen test. We'll do like, how's it feel in the hand? How does it, how does it hold up? Is it easy to actuate? Things like that. And so, we've got all the way down to this little $4 ceramic parrot knife up to larger, better, higher quality, different steels, button locks, front flippers, friction locks. Do you have any balisongs? I do have one. People were asking about it the other day. I had to go and find it. Right here. It is a cheapo. I don't do these, but I do have one. I need to get some more. It's fun. They're cool. I know some basic moves. I kind of suck, especially when I'm not looking at what I'm doing. Looking up here, looking at chat. I need to get a hold, maybe pick up a squid or something to that effect, but I'm going to need a trainer, because if I don't get a good trainer, I am going to hurt myself. Know any tricks? No, I don't. I know how to pick up one of these and go, wow. I'm more into this. I will probably pick up a couple more. I have been avoiding ballies because I like my fingers, and I also like to do stupid stuff, and I will easily start spinning and going crazy. And so if I don't get myself a good trainer, that one is sharp. If I don't do that, then I am going to end up, walking around like that. Need a mod in here. We got some crazies going on. Yeah. Welcome to Vertical Lives. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Everyone play nice, right? Nice knives. Thank you, Alexandra. What are you up to tonight? Where are you checking in from? Mod me. Can I do that from my phone? I don't know if I can. Have to go into lurker mode, out at a wine tasting with my wife. All right. That sounds fun. I have been to a couple of wine tastings in my life, but not many. I do like wine. I don't drink it all that much. Or it gets the hose again. Yeah. Marmark, can I get a knife? You can. It's as easy as just driving down to your local Walmart, picking up cheapo for $10. If you're lucky, they'll have this one in stock, but they might not. This is the Ozark Trail Grail knife, D2 steel. Absolute cheap as can be for $10, but the action is fantastic. I need to do some tests on it. It is a $10 knife, so I haven't really carried it around. If you really want to get into it, you just spend, 30, 40 more and get yourself something nice, something that's really reliable. But although it's crazy that they made this for $10, I want to test it. There has been some people that picked some up and tested them. Surprising. Thank you for subscribing, Clyde Frog. Appreciate it. A lot of good content, a lot of knives, not a lot of customizations. I do anodizing, die jobs, laser marking, shipwrecks. Here's one of my most recent shipwreck jobs. This was all brass. And then I gave it that green and crazy shipwrecked pattern to it. Thought I had another one of those laying around here. Got knives everywhere. There's a slightly different, more subtle shipwreck where it's just mostly the slight light, more brass, a little bit of greens and blues. Kind of looks like a map. I like it. I like it. Drove 40 minutes one way to go yesterday. Where'd you go? Can you do something with gray aluminum Kershaw scales? Yes, I could. Let me see. Right here. This right here actually is a Kershaw. And so this is the little Kershaw, what is this called? The Spark or the Ember or something like that. But it was this color, gray Kershaw. I did a laser mark on it on this side right here. What do you think? So this was all just gray, and I went over a few passes and made this paisley pattern with the laser mark. So that is permanent on there, etched in nicely. And it's just a small little mini Kershaw. So yeah, before, after. What's up, Homer? How you doing? Nick Kelly. Hey, Ken, do you have a blue one? Blue one, yes. I mean, I got a lot of blue ones. I do titanium anodizing. This was silver. It's a little S35 VN blade and a titanium handle. It was just plain titanium, and I gave it that blue color. Nice little fun little fifth pocket carry. What I have the CRKT CEO Compact, which is blue. I've done some die jobs on some blue knives. What is this one called? Kubi Darkness. This was a jade handle, and I do die projects. I take the knife apart, put it in a RIT style kind of die, give it a different color, different look. Starting to get it. I got some ferric chloride. I'm going to start getting into doing some acid washing on the blades as well. I also do fade dyes. So this one here was a jade color, and I gave it a yellow to orange to red, kind of a fade. This is the mini helix from Concept. The blue little one, this one here, Justin, this is like the SW701. Oops, caught my finger. You can get these on Amazon. I know they're not too expensive, but it is a super chunker, thick little S35 blade. And then the titanium handle, and it is a nice titanium because it does anodize. I bought some more inexpensive knives to try out some anodizing. And if the titanium, or it's not titanium, it's not good. It's not going to anodize well. My man Dan, what's up, D Stokes? What you getting into this weekend? Got any Rex 121? I do not, Sergio. I've looked at that new Spyderco. He's talking about the Rex 121 steel is extremely hard, like a very high HRC content, which means it is, you know, the harder the higher that number is, the harder it is, which means it's stronger. It'll take longer to sharpen it because the things you're using to sharpen aren't as hard as that. Versus a softer steel, you can sharpen faster, but it'll get duller faster. So that Rex 121 will stay sharp for a long time, and it will cut glass. It's ridiculous. I do not have one, but I would like one. What's going on, Leafy Wiggy? What are you up to? What does your QSP line look like, says Sam? Not very large. I can show you. Kevin Smith and Knives. My QSP line, I started doing a little rearranging, is not very large. I got this one and this one. I have the QSP Gabriel, which is a crocodile eating, or fish eating crocodile. It's got that two-tone black blade. Really nice, heavily contoured handle. It's a big knife. It looks supposed to look like a crocodile, right? The Gabriel. Kind of a less common one, but it is cool. It is large. Pretty fun. How's it going, Josh Swimmerly? Bailey, show me one of your orange ones if you have any. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm showing off these. There's my other QSP. This is the QSP Swordfish. I got this one at Blade Show Texas last year. Nice little button lock, Warncliffe. Nice feel. Micarta handle. Flicks out easy. Look at the beast on that blade right there. Orange handles. I have a lot of orange handles. Closest one would be right here. This is the Benchmade Tagged Out. Tagged Out is a larger version of the Bug Out, a little bit more of a hunter style blade. Got that nice flick out, the axis lock. FRN or whatever that, or wait, what is this called again? This handle material, it's really light. I'm not as much of a fan. If this was titanium, I would enjoy it a lot more. I tend to prefer a heavier, beefier knife in the hand. The other orange, we go extremes. An expensive Benchmade down to a cheap Ozark Trail Grail knife. That's a $10 knife. I've got this really nice lock back, like a new wave version of an old grandpa style knife. This is the Concept Wedge. Really nice lock back. Clicks out, is solid, really much stiffer than that old school style like that. We have a little Concept Reel. It's a nice orange one. Pow. Tell me that one's not sick. QSP Hawk is decent. I do not have a Hawk. I can't think of what that one looks like. Wayne says anything traditional. So traditional, like, you know, we've got your old school buck. This is the 2.110 USA made version buck. So that means this was made between 1974 and 1979. Fantastic, classic US. They still make them just like this today. Except for, look, that blade is 50 years old. Look at that blade. You know what blades that are 50 years old that are buck knives? These are users. I don't know. The person who I got this from, not a user. Grab my other buck 110 2 from 74 to 79. So look at this blade. See how it's got some scratches? The tip's a little bit shorter. It's been worn. It's been sharpened. It's been used. That's what one most of the time is going to look like. I wanted to find one in that age or that gear bracket. Well, I guess age of the knife. And I found that one. It was like in such good shape. I didn't want to use the blade. So I was like, all right, I'll find another one that was cheaper. You go buy a brand new one, but why not get one that's got some age, some character? Buck, see how they put that 2.110 so that you can go on the Buck website and look that up, and they will tell you exactly what year that model was made. And I can show you a couple more. There's a Buck 119. And if you look on there, see how it says 119, and it's got that little check mark, kind of like almost sideways Z. Then you can look up what that sideways Z means, and it'll say, oh, well, that's from 2021 or whatever it may be. Give you one more example. This is a small little buck. I can't even remember. It'll say here 279. Okay, so it has that same check. So this is probably also a 2022 or 2023. I can't remember. I had a few others. I'll grab one more. Since we're in it and we're doing some buck stuff at the moment, this is an old canoe. Look at this one here. And see how it's got that half moon, that half circle with a dot on it. So that's like 2015. It's kind of a cool thing that the Buck does, that they put a different little stamp on all their knives, and it gives you that ability to kind of look up what year it was made. And then if you're looking for something you want to give out, like a gift for someone's birthday, or the year they were born, or like the year they graduated or something like that, it's kind of a cool little thing. All right. So I wanted to talk about my minis a little bit. I kind of pulled all the minis out. None of them were on here because they've all been kind of in a thing because I'm doing this mini knife shootout. I need to figure out where the cutoff line is. Because if you're really going to do this shootout with minis, what they are, what they're about, what is the cutoff? You know, what is a mini? You know what I mean? Because, like, okay, I've got this roach. This is like the Kaiser mini roach. So is this a mini? If I hold it back here, it's a 3-finger grip. So I could say, oh, 3-finger grip could be considered a mini, but it also has this big choke up. And when I choke up on it like that, look at how much handle's sticking out. And there's the length. What is the total length that you would say is a cutoff for a mini? Got a buck 119 from my dad quite a few years ago, used and abused, still sharp as F. They are, and they, you know, it's not the hardest steel. It's not Rex 121, but it does hold a good edge. You can put a nice edge on it. You can make some cuts for the day, and then, you know, do a little touch up that night if you use it quite a bit, and they can last a long time. And the other thing with buck is, if you didn't know, it pretty much all of their knives are guaranteed for life. And so you can send them that knife. So I can take this knife right here and I can say, yeah, this blade is jacked up. It's just screwed up. It's destroyed. I can send this in and they will put a new blade on this knife for me. And doesn't cost all that much either. Issue with that, which isn't really an issue, but then if you have a date stamp, the blade that they put on is going to be the brand new one. It's going to be a 2024 blade. But some of these models they've been making for so long, they still have them. You can still do it. And that's a pretty cool warranty, if you ask me. Head pop, body drop. Hit that like button for my man. Thank you much. Head pop, body drop. Head pop, body drop. It's tough if you say it quick. Booker Baby X is truly a mini. Those are still long. Where was another one that's kind of on the cutoff? The mini sheepdog is kind of on that edge. I would say it probably is considered a mini. It's not too terribly long. The mini October. See, that's the thing though. Some of them, they say they're called a mini, but that doesn't mean it's a mini. This is the Kaiser Mini Paragon. Think that's a mini? You can hide every single one of these minis behind the blade and the blade alone. You a collector? I am. I am. I still have more over there and down there and off the edges over here. We're having a good time today. But yeah, this is the Mini Paragon. Awesome blade, but they call that a mini, so that's another thing in the shootout. Like, you can't really say, oh, if it's called a mini, then it gets to be in the mini shootout. It has to have certain, you know, size restrictions. I'd say like maybe over a 6-inch blade. You know, you've got the new Mini Milita from Kaiser. It's another one that's right on the edge. This is near enough to be a good size user knife, but I don't really necessarily call it a mini. I mean, it's really not that different. Like if we take a Veratus, something that's kind of similar. It's shorter, yeah, it's smaller. This is basically its standard full size, not quite full size Kaiser Veratus. But Milita, see, you got another inch and a half shorter. So does this Milita, Mini Milita, considered small enough for my mini shootout? I don't know. Do I work for a company? I don't work for a knife company. I have a job. I do laser marking, actually, for high-end like medical equipment and medical parts, things that go in your body, tibia plates, elbows, things like that. Also do surgical equipment, tools, like scalpels and forceps and lung graspers and things like that that need like specific information on them. I am an artist and I love knives and I love doing custom stuff. I do shipwrecks like this, laser marks like this. That's the Paisley laser mark on there. I do die jobs like this. little fade die or something like this Civivi. This was a jade handle. About to drop it. And I gave it that nice red color. So I like to do a lot of customizing stuff, and I also love knives. So when I learned that I could be artistic with my knives, I just picked up the Hearts in the Way. Which one? A Vero Axon. Those are fun, Ron. I had a couple of Veros from Lanyard Man. I sent most of them back. I still got one that I just did an anodizing job for that I have to put back together and get shipped back to them. Trying to seduce me with your knife collection at this hour? Yes. Yes, I am. Please enjoy. I mean, I could, that we've got the seductive lighting, I could just go straight bold and cold. Is that better? Is that a little more relaxing on the eyes? Or we could just go straight district here. Flash, maybe? Which one's flash? Okay. That's almost too much. Paul, not really. I don't. I have a few, but I don't really do any work on them other than cleaning, you know, after going out. Flash. Did anybody go deer hunting? I know that was this morning. My brother-in-law got one. I know that. Congratulations, Aaron. Looked like a nice deer. I look forward to some steaks or some jerky very soon. What's up, El Navarro, EDC? What is going on tonight? Are we at a nightclub? I don't, you know. Right, flashy colors. Hey, folks, come check it out. What's going on? People are scrolling through their vertical lives and their feed and like, who is this ugly dude? What's this guy said? I don't really look like Keanu Reeves. I mean, maybe I got the long hair and the beard. Dude, I like to surf, you know? Right? You guys see that new mole sect that I just got? Been testing this out. I got to give it another week or two. Mole sect is a new company, 2024. They reached out, wanted me to test out a couple of their knives. This is one that they sent, 14C28N. Really cool looking snakeskin G10 handle. Absolute pig. This thing, let me get a ruler. We're talking almost a 10-inch knife. Absolutely crazy. Fun though. It's got good action. It's got that little custom red. Well, that's how it comes, not custom, but that red thumb stud. Flicks out really good. I like a large knife. It's fun. I like small knives. That's why I was kind of getting into this small mini knife shootout. Another one kind of on the edge is the Lander. This is the original Lander one, NAF's Lander, designed by Ben Peterson. Ben Peterson approved finger length small. You basically get this to make peanut butter sandwiches with. This one's cool because the files are open source. So I have a 3D printer. I 3D printed a resin print. See that checkerboard pattern? The scales. So this did come with blue scales, and I printed out these resin yellow scales. I do want to do some designing, kind of work on some stuff. I did get a CNC machine that I have not put together fully or used, and I've had it for months because the summer is busy and I haven't had a chance. Bailey, do you have a green knife? I have so many green knives. Mini Corvid Cleaver, dyed green. Civivi, Mini Praxis. Gonna do a custom job to that. We have the Kaiser Roach. Really cool knife. This one, it comes with a flipper tab, but you can also unscrew it, remove it from that little slot, and have it be flipper tab delete. So you can go either way. That's kind of a neat little mod that just the knife comes that way. So many greens. We have the integral Kaiser Brat. This is a G10 one-piece, milled out, fantastic looking. Nice flipper, nice button. Whoops. Got a nice, excellent sound because of that one-piece G10 milled out. Got that rifle stock kind of insert. It's not an insert, it's like the way they milled it, but I dig it. It's got a good grip. It's got a great feel. This is an excellent knife. Nice, solid, big knife. Huge stack of jimps on there. I love jimps. Kenman approved pile of jimpage. One of my favorite CJRBs is the Riff button lock. Oops. Very cool. I love that huge fuller. Just get in there and flick it out real easy. Such a cool looking knife. I dig green, so it's easy for me to find several, even though with this lighting, I can't tell what's green. This is one I don't get out too much. This is the Kubi Elang. Boom. Look at that beast. How long is this thing? A little over 9. 9-inch with a huge, boom. Nice, clean. Kubi is a smooth action. Whew, it's got a front flipper. Very cool. Fun stuff. If you don't have any Kubis, check them out. I have a couple Kubis. They are all right here. Probably my favorite Kubi is the Titus. I've had 3 or 4 different Titus. This is the Ultim. The Ultim one is probably my favorite one. It's a bigger knife, so it's easy to drop. But that flipper tab works good. Flicks out really nice. Tell me that's not absolutely gorgeous. 72 of you in here. Awesome. How's everybody doing tonight on this fabulous weekend? Having a good time? Please double click, hit that like button. Show me a little love. I did the die on this. This is the Kubi Phemius. Really rad, mad, beefy, cool looking blade. Excellent drop. Probably one of my favorites. It's not a user though. This is one that I just like the style. I like the look. I like the action. That blade shape is great, but it's not an ideal blade shape for doing work. I think if you had a deer and you're doing work and processing, that might be really good for getting in there and working, you know, the skin or whatever because of that curve and the tip is a little high. I generally prefer something, you know, where you've got that tip is right in that end where you can get right where you need to go, get in there and make your cuts. But it depends on what your style is and then what you are doing. If you're looking for something a little micro skinner, Kaiser Urban Buoy, look at that curve. Just a big old belly. You can just get in there and just do that work, you know what I mean? This is definitely going to go far on my mini knife shootout. I really enjoy this one. This is definitely a mini, barely a 3-finger grab. I got that Edyard's lanyard on there. Gives me a little extra grip. Drops easy, flicks out. Super fun little shape and design. And it does have that belly, but the tip is right at the end of your finger, so it's fairly still. Scratch it, rewind it. Still fairly easy to get in there and poke. Probably one of the best for the mini knife shootout, I think, is the Baby Banter with the Warncliffe. This thing is fun, drops easy, nice flick out. Got that choke up spot, so when you grab on, you can almost get a full purchase. Got that lanyard on the back, but look at that blade. See how that just sits there and that tip is right there. You got that nice straight edge, just getting in, doing some work. Why does my chat freeze when I do vertical lives? My chat basically froze on my phone back when Leafy said, or when Wayne Donaldson said any traditionals. That was 20 minutes ago. And then this, I just had to hit refresh. Who have I missed? Who else is in here? Paul Witt, Clint Crosby, Robo, Steve Stuffing face can't talk. Peter. Eagle Scout, what's going on, Eagle Scout? What's up, gentlemen? Just got done delivering 63,000 pounds of firewood. Did you carry it all on your back at once? That is a large stack. Hey, that CJRB green one, what was its name? CJRB green one. This one? This is the CJRB Riff. Of CJRB, I mean, it's tough because the CJRB makes the frac and makes the Lago and makes the Prado and the Echo and the Hectare and the Pyrite. I love them all. This is one of my long times. It's a beefier knife. It's large. It's in charge. The CJRB Riff. Got a nice sound. Great feel. I love this knife so much. I mean, but these are my CJRBs. Tons of them. Here's the Prado. Tell me the Prado is not gorgeous. Hello, my name is Kenman, and I'm a knife addict. Boom. Ray Laconico design, wood handle, sick axis lock style crossbar lock. Need to carry this one more as well. But you can always grab that Hectare. I love me an Ultim Hectare. I got the S90V. There was very few of these. They weren't even out yet. And I was at Blade Show, Texas last year. And they hooked it up. I was at the CJRB booth. It's like, yeah, we got just a couple of these in S90V and the Ultim. I'm like, in my pocket. Some people they don't like that the hole is kind of tight on there, but if you get in there, you pretty much will open it well. It's a great knife. Plus that Ultim. Who likes Ultim in the chat? Me. 42 pallets. Each pallet weighed 1,500 pounds, so 63,000 pounds. Fundraiser for the troop. Very cool, Eagle Scout. Isn't that neat when you add stuff up like that? Paul Witt. Delaney, he doesn't read chat. What's up, Delaney? What are you up to? Hey, Clint. What's not gorgeous? I'm trying to read chat. I do have swords. I can go grab one in a second here, Paul. Yeah, I do like these elbows at work, and they're $200 a piece. And I'll have a stack of 100 of them, and you're like, wow, I got $20,000 worth of elbows right here, and that's like cost. I don't know how much you have to pay for it to actually have it put in your elbow, but it's cobalt chromium, so it's expensive material. I don't know if this is a sword. It's something. What's up, Sergio? How are you doing tonight? This is a kitchen knife, and if you don't believe me when I say this is a kitchen knife, I mean literally, this is a kitchen knife. Note the handle. Does this look like medieval, like sword, Renaissance fair type of a handle? Or does this look like a handle you would see on a kitchen knife? What are we chopping in the kitchen? Probably a lot. It's a watermelon cutter. It's something. $26,000 in knives and swords, says Creek Squad Wolf. That's a scary number to think about. I know I don't have $26,000. I have a lot of budget knives. So this is a little deceiving. I'm a budget looking guy. I have some that cost some money, but there's a lot of them along the sin cut here. You can go like 20, 30, 30, 20, 29. You know, it adds up. It adds up. All right. I have this. I don't know how much of a sword this is. I mean, it's pretty rad. This was given to me. Supposedly this has got a silver handle and silver accents on the very crazy looking sheath or scabbard, or it's sharp, it's got an edge, it's fun, it's useful. I get to look at it every day, so there's that. I do have a traditional one of these. Got the Stingray insert in there, nice wrap, nice buttstock, real deal. I should do a cut test with this at some point in time. Ooh, I can actually get the whole thing on camera. Favorite auto? Yeah, Sergio, that was the most dangerous kitchen knife in existence. You just basically let it drop and it cuts. My favorite auto, I'm not a big auto lover. I did get this one recently. This is the Boker USB. It's called the USB because it's made to look like a little USB stick. But look at that action on there. Picked this one up from Blade AQ. Nice little simple design. Clean. Got your USB that you can just have. Keep it in your pocket, bring it out. La, la, la. Boom. Not bad. I don't have really too many. I do have the Boker Kalashnikov auto. These are actually pretty cool. This isn't this is a full lefty version, but I think you can buy one of these for like 50 or 60 bucks, something like that. Look at the speed on this. Wham! Just fires out. Really cool. What are the laws on autos in Wisconsin? I'm not sure, Eagle Scout. I do not live in Wisconsin. But it's like most places, sometimes you can have them. You might not be able to carry them, but you can have it in your collection. I figured it out. My favorite auto, absolute favorite auto, is this little bad boy right here. This is the Italian. Oh, I caught my course. Really? Really? We're live here. One more time. Boom. Italian made, actual little stiletto, got a bolster lock, clicks down. If your hand isn't in the way, my thumb hit it, boom. If you're not in the way, it fires out beautifully. But if you notice, look at my index finger, look at my thumb. My thumb is as wide, I can hide all the scales behind my thumb. This thing is tiny, and it's actually wider than it is. Like if you look at it this way and then turn it sideways, look at how much beefier it is that way. So it's actually easier to hold it like this than to hold it this way where you're pushing that button, because when you're holding it like that, pushing that button, it's on that wider side. But how could you not have one of these? It's so cool. So cool. OTF can be expensive, at least for the good ones. Yeah, some of those really nice ones, you get $300-400 and they're pretty solid. But if it's not your thing, you know, I don't necessarily want to spend my money on it. I'm really into lefty friendly knives, clutch locks, button locks. One of my favorites is probably the Civivi Vision FG with the super lock on the back. Great action. I dyed the scales red on this. Got a nice Damascus blade. But that back lock, it's the super lock. It's fully lefty-righty compatible. And so really that makes this completely ambidextrous. Works the exact same both in a left or right hand. Kind of like the Demco 80-20.5. This one has the shark lock on it, which is basically the same thing. But the Demco, listen to this clicky, clicky fun action. I'd love to get the titanium version. I've got basically, this is the budget model. It's got the smaller pivot and the cheaper scales. It's like AUS 8, right? Or is it AUS 10? So I don't know, the blade steel could be better. It could be titanium, but the one I'm looking at that I like to have is like $400 or $500 for that one. And that's just kind of, I don't have any knives that are that expensive as much as I would like to. Also been getting in, I got several fixed blades. I've been carrying this daily, or not daily, but a few daily carries. The Kubi Quinn, really nice, kind of a great user for a fixed blade. Got the Baltic blades. Look at that thing. More of a scalpel neck knife. Very cool stuff. I try to carry something different every day. I like pockets or pants with extra pockets. Ooh, I've got my mini pyrite. Did the laser mark on that with those stripes, the curvy wave stripes. But the pyrite is the mini pyrite is a really nice knife for the mini shootout. It's probably going to do really well. Got a couple knives from Lanyard Man for the mini knife shootout. This is a Benchmade. What is this called? Full immunity or something like that. It's got that Benchmade lock, but this one is tiny. It's a little harder to grab onto. Pretty cool looking knife though. And then he also gave me the Benchmade Mini Osborne. Definitely gets used. Struggle with this small one just a little bit. Not bad. Got to get a little more used to it. But I'll probably throw those in the shootout as well. I got to get to it though. I've been staring at these knives for quite a while. Get all the way down to one of the smallest ones. The Cinder. Titanium Justin brother. Kershaw Cinder. I did pick up a copper one, or is this brass? Gonna do a shipwreck on that one really soon. But I'd say the smallest one is probably the mini Corvid cleaver. Look at that, hide it right in my hand. But it does have a flipper tab. It's got a front flipper. It's kind of hard to do when I'm holding it up here for the camera. Goodness gracious. Ah! Could barely, it's a one finger knife. It's a one finger knife. Wow, 47 minutes. How does the time go by? I tell you what, jumping on, been trying to do, I do a normal live on Thursdays where I'm horizontal. I got all my bells and whistles and we can look stuff up on the internet, talk about things, look at pictures on websites and like Instagram and things. That's Thursdays, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I want to start doing more of these vertical lives, just random here and there every few days. Been having fun doing it. Been getting some good feedback, getting some new subscribers. I'm getting close to 6,000 subs for the channel. I think I'm at like 59, 60 or something like that. So I'm 30, 40 away, which is really cool. Much appreciated. I actually started the channel randomly. I found out I play disc golf. I was doing dies for discs. Do I have any discs near me? Where you take like dye that you use for like tie-dyeing shirts and stuff like that. And I was doing patterns and designs and things on Frisbees. And someone's like, hey, that pocket knife you have, did you know that you could dye that? And I had this knife that was, not this one, but a knife that was like a jade handle like this. And it was like, dude, that G10 can be dyed. And I'm like, with the same stuff? So, yeah. So I did a little research, and then I found out that the 15 or so colors of dye that I have that I've been using for years, I can dye knives with it. Next thing you know, I did one, I did two, I did three. If you go, I have a playlist. I'm currently doing dye project number 57 for the channel, where that's mind-blowing. I probably only got a dozen of them here. I've sold all the others, or people have sent them to me and I've done them and sent them back. But yeah, 57 of them. Each video, we start off with the complete knife, we take it apart, we do the die, we put it back together. You get to see the whole process, start to finish. And I've done it 57 times from this channel. That is a lie. I'm on 57. I have number 15 over there that was a fail like 4 times that I never got back to. I got another one that I was trying some weird stuff that I want to do for Fookdoozle, and I got to get it done and get it shipped to him. But I've been putting that off because tests, blah, 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 got busy. We're falling into winter. My leagues are done. My things are done. I have more time. I'm going to get my CNC running. A lot of stuff. I'm making excuses. I have a full-time job. I'm a busy guy, and I'm doing this just for fun. And so I don't have as much time as I wish I had. If I could do this more full-time, I would, but that's not really a reality. You know, I don't plan on quitting my daytime job anytime soon. I'm enjoying that. I have fun with it. It's cool. I get benefits and insurance and all that stuff. This is just a hobby. This is just some fun that I get to have. And I'm cool with that. It's great. It's really cool that I started making videos because someone's like, oh, well, you know, I want to know how to do it. And he's like, you should film it. And, you know, whatever. And then I did that. And we made a couple of videos. Next thing you know, I was posting videos. And all of a sudden met a lot of people in the community. They're all really cool, fun, having a good time. And here it's been a year and whatever. I'm almost at 6,000 subs, having a blast. Not stopping anytime soon. I got a lot of new customizations coming up. I did pick up some ferric chloride. I'm going to be doing some acid washing and some all types of stuff. I'm going to try some resists. I'm going to try some where we'll tumble it. I want to get into more customizing, more laser marking. Here's another one I did the laser mark for. Just a simple little, I don't know what you call it, fish scale pattern. Nice and basic on this Cricut Polar. I love it. I love collecting knives. I love interesting knives. It's cool. I found a couple from from Concept. This is a full lefty custom. Well, full lefty. It's got the titanium. Cool stuff. Trying to get more of the lefty knives. They are more expensive. Doesn't have to be a full lefty. This is a full righty Concept Tuckamore. Titanium and micarta. Really crazy cool shape on that blade. I dig it. What kind of knives does everybody in the chat like? How do you feel about a Tanto style blade? I dig it. One of the more recent ones I got is this one. This is the Concept Basic Tanto folder. It's got a thumb disc, which I recently tried a couple newer knives with the disc, and I'm starting to enjoy them more. It flicks out nice. It feels good. Look at the design on this Concept. Look at that blade. Talk Tanto. I carry a fixed blade and a 3.5 inch for my EDC, says Scott. Right on. 3.5 inch Cricut along with a 4 inch fixie. What's the fixie? Swiss Tech knives? Is that, can you get Swiss Techs at, that's a Walmart, right? And they've got one with a thumb disc on it that kind of has that on there. This is the basic Tanto folder. It's the BTF from Concept. Really cool looking style though. The other one, the budget company from Concept, it's called Tenable. This is the new one from Tenable. What is this called? Did they say? Let's see if it says on there. Anomaly? Anomaly. Nice little flipper only. Good feel in the hand. I dig it. What is my Grail knife? Mine is a lefty mini Sabenza. I don't know. That's tough to say. There's a lot of them out there. The Caliber, the Golden Design Works Caliber lefty version, button actuated liner lock, titanium. It's probably that one. Lanyard Man got one. He sent it to me to check out. I was able to enjoy it for a little while, and it's fantastic. A button actuated liner lock is really cool. The one from this is the Kaiser mini grouper. Excellent knife. Got that button lock right there. I'm having some issues. But look at this button lock, right? But this button lock is actuating. You look right there. I try to get the right light. There it is. Hit the button. You see it pushes that liner lock over. So you're getting the strength of the liner lock, but the action of a button lock that I'm getting bouncy today. I'm trying to get used to this angle. I'm standing up and I'm not holding it. I generally would probably hold it down here, and I'm sitting there opening it like this. But I'm kind of up, making excuses. No excuses. I'm going to check something real quick. Hold on here. I want to hit refresh on this. Before I started, I was at 5.967. Hold on here. The last time I did a vertical live, all right, 5.967. We did it. Holy crap. I don't understand these verticals. I am a very appreciative person. Apparently, YouTube wants you to do vertical lives. I was at 59.67, and now I'm at 6,000. I have officially hit 6,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. That's crazy. I have gained 30 subscribers in the last hour just doing this live stream right here, right now. If you are a new subscriber from this, thank you. I am much appreciative. What? It's crazy. These live streams are giving me like 20, 30 every time I do it. Why would you want to do more verticals? I love doing the horizontal, being able to sit down, having multi-screens. You can look at me. You can look at me in the corner. You can look at the table. It's super fun. But, man, I tell you what. Vertical live streams, it's not going to stay at 6. If I'm at 6 right now, I'll be at 59.98 or something like that in like an hour. A couple of them are going to fall off, especially when you get like 30 at the same time. That is something. Sorry, the chat is just ripping through on me here. It's hard to keep up. That's the other problem is on my phone. My chat froze over a half hour ago, and so I've got my tablet right here, and I'm going off the chat on that, and every once in a while it freezes, and my tablet's new. I don't understand. My phone is new. I've got a Galaxy S20, what are they, 3? The Ultra. It's a nice phone. It's got a good camera. Congrats, Kenman. Thank you, Delaney. Unsub. Mr. Eddie. Mr. Eddie, come on now. Come on now. Come on, man. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And you could say you were there. Yeah, it's neat. 6,000. I'm going to do a giveaway pretty soon. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this week. I got to kind of look and go through some stuff, make sure I have enough good things to do. I'll take a couple customs that I have for the giveaway. I got a couple other things. I do have a mini grouper from Kaiser that I'm going to give away, but I'm going to be doing that on another live. So that won't be part of my 6K celebration. What's up, Sean Weiss? Thank you, Clint. Thank you, Kathleen. Ruben Garcia, case knife. I think you asked me that the other day. I don't have any case knives. I need to add some case knives to my world. Okay. Answer me this one, Ruben. Which case knife should I look at first, Ruben? Give me that. Give me that. I'll wait. I'll look through the chat, and then I will do some research and pick one out. Hillbilly J just subscribed. Thank you very much. Welcome to the party. I'm going to be doing a 6K celebration giveaway pretty soon here, probably in the next week or two. It'll be during a Thursday live, 6 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, have several knives and some fun swag and stuff to give away. We're going to have a blast. I need to start finishing those customs because I need to do that one and that one. I got like 15 die jobs, 6 or 7 laser marks, a couple of anos, and that's all just my stuff. Then I have everybody else's. I still have MPGs and Stacy's that are going to get done in the next couple days. I got to put together Lanyard Man's. Lanyard Man, you're in here, right? Did you get your box today? I hope. It's supposed to be delivered today. If Lanyard Man is still anywhere. Get one of the fancy ones. Oh, that's hilarious. What is the favorite? Mr. Eddie, I don't have a case knife. I heard Mr. Eddie was going to buy me a gift for my 6000, and it's a case knife, and then he was going to send it. That's what I heard. Mr. Eddie does have an amazing collection of knives. Oh, it's on the table here. Speaking of Mr. Eddie, he is in the chat. He is a knife maker. He made this bad boy right here. Look at that sweet handle. The Moon Patrol facets on this bad boy fixed blade. Super cool. I look at that one every single day. Pick it up, hold it. Love it. Set her down. What's your budget? They have some limited. Yeah, exactly. I don't really want to buy a $300 one right now. Say that. Probably don't want to buy a $200 one right now. They're not really, I don't use, I have some of these little Rough Rider lockbacks that I'm going to use for some scrimshaw projects with the bone handles. I do have, some, look at this one with the swing guard. Tell me that's not cool. So I like some of these older traditionals, slip joints, lockbacks. I do have a couple Rosecraft over here. I'd say this is probably one of the closest to a case knife that I have. This is a Rosecraft sinking sow belly slip joint. Look at how thick that thing is. Look at the strength on this half stop. Boom. Crazy stuff, right? Sorry, I cut out. Say again. I have an old dad case lockback hunting knife my grandpa bought in the 40s. That is very cool, Hillbilly J. Those are the ones you got to keep. You got to keep those forever. I don't have any old grandpa knives. I have my old Boy Scouts of America knife from back when I was in Scouts long, long ago. Is ammonia legal where he is? Huh. Cool beans. Have you ever heard of chili? It's delightfully delicious. I'll make a good chili. Chili is good. I'm going to go ahead and just give my thumbs up for chili. Anyone who thinks chili is good, I'm down. What's the point of a half stop? Basically, it's so that the blade doesn't go slamming. Oh, here's my other Rosecraft. So you got your half stop there when you open it up. So like if you go to close it, that half stop, it stops, right? Now, if it didn't have that, now watch when you get to this certain point, it just fires shut. So if there was no half stop, then it would get to this point, you'd be bringing it around, you might have your hand there or whatever. Some people, I'm kind of more of a safety guy. Some people will hold it like this and they'll push it all the way to that half stop with their thumb. I like to just keep my hand out of the way all the time, but it's just to kind of help prevent you, so when you got that slam shut at the end, especially like this one here. That is such a strong, when it gets boom, it just slams in. And so I don't know if it's something when the design that makes it a little bit sturdier. Anyone have any other thing to say on that? Do you love scabbing stuff? I like cutting. Stabby, pokey, not as much. Slicey, a little more. There are places for some stabby when you have a really nice point like this. This is the new Molesect Orbit. Just started testing these out. Molesect is a new company, 2024. Got a 14C28N blade. Really nice feel in the hand. And it is hollow grind, pokey deliciousness. If you need to do some pokey, that's the type of tip you want, for sure. I'm more of a cutty, slicey. This is the Pony Stout. This is the Devo Pony Stout. This is the type of knife I really like. Got a good feel. Got that thumb. Got a nice kind of a straight edge for making some push cuts. Get your index finger right in there for a draw. That tip is right in a nice spot just for some control. I love it. If you want to stay with the Devos, go a little bit bigger with that tall boy. Same kind of thing. Look at those nice jumps on that tip right there. Get your finger on there and just less poke, more. I do have a machete. It's kind of a kukri. Bing. This gets used out in the woods, hacking and slashing. It's got that huge forward kind of push, so when you're getting in the cut, it's got that extra weight and that angle. It just gets in there good. Deep black, right? And chat be going. Make me a custom buoy with my name on it for free. I love you, Robo. Maybe. Filipinos are machete experts. I was looking at that. It's like a Filipino bush knife or something to that effect. I found one that was kind of cool, and I was like, ooh, I need to research that some more. And then I started looking, and it's like, oh, you want to get a traditional one. That one was junk, and now I really want these. And they run in a couple $100, but they're really nice. Guess who? What's up? How are you doing tonight? Chris Elliott. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Elliott's in the chat. Grab my strong. Oh, jeez. That's fun. Aren't you a famous rock singer, John Paul says? I used to be in this little band called Nirvana. No, actually, I was in a band with my brothers. We're the Hanson brothers. Bop. I'm the oldest one. Oh, it's ridiculous. Let's do some dueling, huh? Dueling knives, dual wield. This is the Kershaw Cobalt. I have several knives where we can do this with, because why wouldn't you want, oops, dual wield. Who's got a Cobalt? I did the dye on this one. It was kind of the brown micarta. Made it this kind of red, worn, weathered kind of look. And then I got the 4V aluminum. Whoops. Come on. Dual. How? Right? Dual wield. What else can we dual wield? Got a couple of, oof, geez, what is my problem today? These are the Kaiser Towser K. Towser K. Oof. Anybody else having as much fun as I am on this? Yeah, Towser is probably one of my favorites from Kaiser. I have the mini Towser K in the titanium frag right here. This is in my top 5, if not my favorite knife out of all the knives that I have. Not like a grail knife, but favorite as far as holding, using, feeling in my hand, big jumps. Nice 154 cm blade I can beat on. Kaiser clutch lock that's got this great action. Flicks out really good. Feels excellent. I love frag titanium. Who doesn't? And then the other Kaiser Towser case. So I could quad wield. If I had 4 arms, I could do all 4 of my Towser case. This one is the copper version. Look at how fun that action is. Boom, boom. Flips out, drop to your thumb, and then whoof. It's got a slightly heavier blade, so it just makes it real easy. It's got to be careful though. Excellent stuff. Do you have the Frag TI Cormorant? I don't have a Cormorant. I should have that. I have more Kaisers than any other knives in my collection. I've got 34, I think at this point, maybe 35 Kaisers. So that's the company I own the most of. But I do not have a Cormorant. So I should maybe start looking into getting that. Maybe I should just be like, hey Kaiser, still missing the Cormorants. They have been sending me some knives, though. I'm going to be doing some stuff with Kaiser pretty soon. One of the ones they sent recently was this new, the Veratus in the budget version. So this is the Nitro V G10. They gave you an extra pivot, so I swapped out the black pivot for the gold one. It's got a nice, cool look. Feels and acts just like the premium one. They sent out the new fixed blade Milita. This is the premium one. Look how it's got those jimps out on the tip. S35VN and the carbon fiber inlays on there. Excellent. This is one of the most fantastic feeling fixed blades. Just excellent in the hand. Really nice grip. I like those jimps. There's some jimps up under in that finger area right there. Really good size. It's big, but it's a good user. Quite happy with that. They sent out the mini Milita. So this is new. They've got like 13 different versions of the mini Milita now. Very cool stuff. Check them out. I will be doing a video or a live stream with Kaiser pretty soon. Just was talking to him again. Got a couple more things ready to go. And we'll be doing that pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. A lot of fun stuff coming up on the channel. Super cool. I hit 6,000. Thank you all so much. 6,000 gang on the KDK network here. That's right. Who knew? Having a blast. Having a blast. Who likes Altum? I love me some Altum. This is the bull tusk. Look at how cool that Damascus is. Boom. Nice flipper tab. You can also flick it out. I dig it. I dig it. Looks so sexy. The knife. Of course. Of course. Speaking of Civivi Damascus, here is the Shredder. Shredder is super, dude, this is like low-key an amazing knife. It's huge. It just feels great. Look at that pokey tip. There's another pokey tip. They have a cool polished Damascus that they did on this. So they didn't really etch it. They just kind of left it more shiny. Look at how cool that looks, right? And this has the inlay, so it's like a G10 with a carbon fiber inlay to it. Got a nice drop to it, good feel, flicks out nice, got that forward choke up. Ugh. Seriously love that knife. I should be carrying it more. Here's another one of the die projects that I did, kind of Joker style. The Civivi X1, this is a newer one from Civivi. Did that purple, kind of make that gold or that green splash a little bit more. Really fun. Good stuff. Need to carry this one more too, test it out. Got it, haven't carried it around very much. Kind of happens when you got so many knives, you're doing so much work. Whoops. Trying to look on. There's another one of those cool Damascus from Civivi. Great Scots. Well, going? 6:10. I was in the middle of making some videos and was like, yeah, I should pop on and go live for a little bit. Here we are going live. Let's do another quick refresh here. Hold on. $13 more. Now I'm at 6,013. That means this 1 hour and 15-minute live stream has earned me 47 subscribers. What? Thank you. Thank you. It just proves that vertical streams are definitely getting pushed out to some new audience. Thank you, Scott. I do like that Joker blade. It is pretty fun. But I'm definitely getting pushed out to a different or more wide audience doing the vertical lives, I'm noticing, because I've been getting new subscribers. I'm growing pretty good. I've got a consistent number growth. I've been watching my statistics. It's been going well. I'm mostly focused on just making the content and having a good time. I'm not really worried about anything other than that, to be honest. It's a blast. The community is fantastic, and I love knives. I love talking about knives. I can sit here and I'm talking to all of you, and we're learning more about certain things and what's coming out. And I like having my hand on the pulse of the knife world, and just having a blast with the channel. And the growth has been good. The response I get from people is good. I've been doing some custom work for everyone, having some people send me some knives to check out. It's been a blast. I will keep going. This winter is going to be full speed ahead all the way. So many different things. CNC and the shipwrecking project is really going well. I'm going to start doing this acid blades, doing some acid washing and some ferric chloride designs and stuff like that. Just a lot of fun. It's going to be coming up. Do you think MagnaCut is worth the money? I think it can be. If you're looking for something that has a high corrosion resistance, then MagnaCut is pretty fantastic. It may not be the strongest, like hardest steel out there, but if you, let's say you work on a boat or you're somewhere where it's wet all the time, you can take a piece of MagnaCut and throw it in the ocean and it doesn't really rust. So that's something. If you want something that you never have to sharpen, then you get your Rex 121, and then that will be the strongest, hardest steel that will last forever. If you just want something where you're not spending too much, but you're getting something that's high quality, I really like a 154 CM. Good steel. There are some that are a little bit more expensive. You got your S90V, your S35VN, 20CV. These are all more higher end steels, but they have good edge retention, good strength quality, good sharpening qualities. But I also like D2. I like 14C28N. I like the more budget style or materials. Even some of the 8CR13 or 8CR19 MOV and 9CRs, like a lot of the Sencuts have. It's good material. I've had some that I've used. I cut a bunch of boxes and stuff, and then sharpen them up. The edge holds pretty well. So there's a lot of steels out there that are really good, even though they're inexpensive. Is there any way to get rid of blemishes on a blade due to aging? It depends. I mean, you could clean them off. You could just get some acetone and wipe it down really good. But you might, it depends. It depends. I've done stuff where I had one that was old and rusty, and there's some techniques where you can use like some vinegar or something and it'll help. But it is going to kind of eat away, and sometimes you're going to have some pits and some marks that are kind of never really going to disappear, depending on how well or how old it is. My Boy Scout knife, it sat in a drawer and I didn't use it for years, and it had some rust on it. But I went and cleaned it up, and you can see it's got this natural patina on it. I got rid of the rust, but it still has some age and weathering to it. But the blade is still good. It's holding an edge. So it depends on the severity of dirtiness. Here's Yako, Mad Yako in the house. If anyone hasn't checked out Mad Yako's channel, he is now in the chat. Lanyard Man, did you get the box or not? I haven't seen you in the chat. I probably missed it, but you are here. I see you posting right now. Did you get the caliber, Lanyard Man? You obviously must not have, because you would have been like, dude, this thing is sick. You did not get it yet. Damn it. Is it too late? What's your, do you think you'll still get it today maybe, or? That's a bummer. I was hoping you'd get it today because I wanted to do that. That knife is absolutely like it's probably my favorite. It's like a grail knife. Mail already came today. No. All right. I never gave you the tracking. I'll send you a photo of the tracking, or I'll send the tracking number to you. I'll check it, but obviously it didn't get delivered today. That's a bummer. Probably Monday now because no mail on Sundays. Shoot. Grizzle Bear Leather Crafting, what's up everyone? How is it going? Very well. How are you tonight? Those of you just joining, I passed the threshold of 6,000 subscribers during this live stream. Thank you all very much. Very cool. Very, very cool. I didn't think, honestly, this last couple of weeks, I've been doing more vertical lives. And I've been gaining a lot of subscribers just from the vertical lives. Been getting pushed out to some new people. And I was expecting, with the growth I was getting, that by the end of November, I would be getting close to 6,000. And here it is, a week and a half into November, and I'm already there. Super cool. Very appreciative. Guess I've been getting quite a few subs. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Landerman, I know I can't freaking wait. Oh, that makes me nervous. I hate shipping expensive knives and then they don't show up on time. I'm a very, everything I order, wherever I get it from, I get a tracking number, and if it says it's going to be here on Saturday and it doesn't get here on Saturday, I'm pissed. It's like, I get it. Sometimes the mail takes longer. Sometimes it gets held up. I've got something that got to Minneapolis 2 days ago, and it got there on like Monday night or Tuesday night, and then it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now it's Saturday. It's still in Minneapolis. It's like, why? Yeah, I got there Tuesday. It said it was supposed, it could be delivered on Friday, or like as soon as Friday or Saturday or whatever. Long story short, it hit Minneapolis on Monday, and it is now Saturday, and it has not been delivered. And it's like, come on. Why? And you sit there and you're just looking out the window like, oh, the mailman's not here yet. And it's like, maybe I'll put the little red flag up so that when I look every once in a while, I can see that the flag is up or it's down and the mailman has come by. Otherwise, I got the window down. I'm like, real problems, right? Real problems. Yes. Why does he look like Jesus with knives? I mean, I could ponytail up and maybe go for like a Witcher look or something like that. Maybe kind of try to do something different. Someone said I look like Keanu. Got a kind of a Keanu Reeves. Man, I dyed my hair for Halloween. Not last Halloween, but the one before. And so I dyed it blonde. My hair was blonde all the way. And now you can see it's down there. So a couple of years of growth. The blonde is growing out. It is not growing back gray. So I got that going for me. I got grays going right here. But I'm still farming hair, so I'm cool with it. I'm totally cool with it. My chat froze again. Blue Ridge Backwoods, what's up? Lord Wounded, what is up, Skillet? I am Jesus with knives. Knives. I don't know. I have one of the guys that I work with calls me Jesus, and he's like tells his kids, he's like, yeah, I work with Jesus. And I come by and I have to be like, bless you, my son. Or he'll get mad. He'll be like, give me the bless, bro. Give me the bless. Got the John Wick haircut. That must be why someone was like, oh yeah, he looks like Keanu. This is the John Wick? I guess. It's just the long hair. I am a rocker. I'm a, 90s rocker, bro. Pray to Kenman every day, Yako. I don't know. How long are we going to do this tonight? I was literally like, oh, let's just do a little mini live, vertical live for like a half hour, mess around. Man, I haven't even been touching knives. Nobody's been yelling at me yet. We didn't bust out the sweet bomb. Tell me that's not the greatest thing. Ooh. The dude on Fifth Street does landscaping and plays mariachi band. You never know who you run into these days. You got to be careful. Should we cut some paper with the old sheriff? I'm going to keep cutting paper with the sheriff until it goes dull. I've had it for months. Speaking of 154 cm, this is the sheriff. Got a little micarta, a huge long micarta handle on this small Warncliffe little worker blade. Tell me that isn't cool. I love this thing. Oh, I tore the paper. Wow, here we go. Is it starting? Maybe I'm starting to get something finally. Ooh, maybe there is. I was going to say, this thing has been cutting like a champ. We are starting to get a little nick on that edge right there somewhere. Finally. It's been months there. I think I can see. Going to have to go in and give that a little touch up. After months and months, 154 shouldn't stay sharp as long as this blade did. But my man, the sheriff, got that polished shine on that edge. Look at that mirror edge. Sick. Such a cool knife. Point Break. What's up, Point Break? I caught my first tube today, bro. Anybody else surf? You ever surfed before? I haven't. I have not. But I would like to. I just never got to it. I lived in California for almost 9 years, I guess, and never surfed. But I didn't really have any friends that surfed. I think in order to surf, you really need to find someone who does surf. Did the sheriff come with a sheath? It did. Do I know where it is? No. It is a Kydex sheath. He made a Kydex sheath specifically for it. So, nice. It is a cool one. I picked that up at the Minnesota Knife Makers show. It was like a month ago. Iowa AK came up and him and his wife, they came up and we went and ran around at the show, picked up a couple things, and then went out for burgers and a drink afterwards. Cool people. Good stuff. Got to go down to Iowa, hang out with them and Justin. Titanium Justin. My man. We need to do a Midwest hookup sometime this winter. And who's going to go to Blade Show, Texas in February? I am planning on going to Texas in February. For those of you that would like to meet me there, please do. Please do. If you haven't been to Blade Show, it's super fun. Get to meet a lot of people, check out a lot of new knives. Plus, if you want to buy knives, they're on super sale, which means, you like a $200 knife you could probably pick up for $120, $130. That's the kind of specials that they have. I mean, not that you're looking for $200 knives, but that was just like an approximation, you know, like, or $100 knife you might be able to get for 60, 70 bucks. So they do have specials at the show, which makes it kind of also worth it. But it's depending, you know, I live in Minnesota, so I had to drive down there, stay in a hotel. By the time you do all that, a couple $100 a night in the hotel and room and board and gas and driving and stuff, it's like you spend over $1,000 to get down there. It's like, wouldn't you just rather drive down the street, go to it, and spend $1,000 on knives? That'd be pretty cool. But it's in Texas, so I'll be driving down there, spend a little bit on a hotel and things like that. But I'll save up for it, use my YouTube's money as little bonuses to help me get there. Basically I don't make that much money on here. That's not what this is about. I'm here to do it, have some fun, interact with people, and do some fun custom things. So, yeah, I'm excited to get down there. Anyone who is going to be, let me know. I'm in Kansas. I'd meet up in Chicago, says Lanyard Man. We could do that. Try to figure something out. Not much surfing in Lake Erie. Titanium Justin, let's go shopping together again. That was fun. He and I went to Shields. If you haven't seen that, go to my channel and type in Shields, and you'll see me and Titanium Justin having a good time, like just running around. We were actually impressed, though. Shields had a lot of cool stuff that we were not ready for it. We didn't realize that there was going to be that stocked. I mean, they had rows and rows, and a lot of companies and some nicer things. They had some Civivis and some Giant Mouse and some Chavez and things. It's like, wow, I didn't realize that Shields was going to have anything more than some budget stuff and Benchmade and SOG and, you know, the silly cheap stuff that you see at a lot of these places. What do we want to look at before we get out of here? Maybe no, we don't want to get out of here. The old Zelda knife. That's a grail right there. I mean, if you don't think the Zelda knife is a grail, then I don't know. $2. Fifth knife from the bottom, fourth from the right, big and blue. All right. Wait a minute now. Let me try this again. Wait, fifth knife from the bottom, fourth from the right. So, which... I'm sorry, Fourth Emperor. I'm trying. Okay. Fourth from the right, big and blue. So the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, could be that. Is that the one you're talking about? Stupid chat. Come on, refresh. Just want to make sure. Fourth Emperor. Yeah, the one that you touched. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. Sorry, I was trying to make sure I grabbed the right one. This one right here, fourth from the right. This is actually green. It's just the lighting. It's kind of a greenish blue. This is the Concept Helix. The Helix. Very cool. The black liner kind of sticks out up here, down there. Kind of like a cool shape, and it kind of cuts off so you can see the liner here, and then in there. This one's a button lock, and it's an absolute beast pig. It is large enough that you can do a fuller flick out with it, even though there isn't really a hole or a fuller to do that with. Obviously, you can use that button, but man, fuller flick out, flipper tab, absolute beast. Got that forward choke up spot, big old stack of jimps on there. Very cool, Fourth Emperor. Thank you for that $2. And if this is just a little bit too beefy for you, because look at this. This is over 9, almost 9 1/4. Absolute monster. But if you think the Helix is just a little bit too big, you can downsize just a little and get the mini Helix. Basically the same kind of shape, same design. just a slightly smaller version. Although, if you didn't look at it and I just showed you the mini helix, you would be like, that is not a mini knife. That's a full sizer. I did that die with that fade on there, that yellow to red fade. Pretty fun. Doesn't have the button lock on this one. This one's the liner lock. So that is a difference. But very cool design. This big old button lock though. Oh, you like a hog of a knife. Oh, I don't think I had this one. I'm also doing some stuff with some bigger knives because I did pick up that jungle recently from Mole Sect. And once I picked this thing up and I realized, like, man, this thing is enormous. It makes me say, okay, well, I'm doing this mini knife shootout. I should do my favorite giant knives, right? Giant knives. Yeah. Oof. Not set up right for this. I got too many knives all over that aren't even on my shelf. Here's my favorite giant knife. This is the Max Ace Goliath. This has a SLD Magic Sanmai sandwich blade. So that hamon, that line across there is an actual hamon because we've got the sandwich. So this piece, then the second piece, and then the third piece, sandwiching them in. Might be able to see the lines right there. I could focus it. But yeah, this thing is an absolute folding sword. I love it. I love it. Kenman, come down and we can go to the world's largest truck stop. Get gas station swords and food. Justin, I like that idea. I like that idea. Let's do it. That knife is a beast. It is Fourth Emperor. Helix. It's spelled H-E-L-L-X. So I think it's just Hell-X. Helix. I might be pronouncing it wrong. They might pronounce it helix. But it does, they do write their names on the blade. Wait, it's on this side. There it is. H-E-L-L-X. Mikkel Williamson. Helix. Got any fixed blades? I have a few. We have the Sheriff. I have the brand new Kaiser fixed Milita. Probably my favorite fixed blade is the Buck 119 6-inch monster. This is the Baltic Blades shoot. It's a knife. It's a snake. The name is like a snake shoot. It'll come to me. I have the Kubi Quaken with the Ultim. Really nice daily carry fixed blade. I have another Ultim. This is the Kaiser Groom fixed blade. I like some of these more smaller fixies. Which one is it? I think it's this one here. Nope. So I could get a better sheath, but I like that you can take these sheaths and put them in your pocket like that. So it just sits there and you can just kind of reach in and you've got that daily carry fixed blade. I want to find some better sheaths though so it sits upright and you can just pop her back in there, but it doesn't take up too much space. A larger fixed blade might not do that as well, but these smaller ones can be pretty fun as far as a daily carry. Doesn't mean I only want the small ones. I mean, got this beast right here. Damascus and camel bone. I mean, this is technically a fixed blade, right? It's technically a fixed blade. That's Tommy's. I got to get that back to Tommy. I need to cut some pumpkins or a full-size chicken or something with that soon. I have a Mr. Eddie custom. I call this like the moon comb. I just made that up right now. But that's got these natural facets that he put in there. Makes it a unique, one-of-a-kind really fun with that stone washing, kind of makes it kind of a dirty. Oh, I love the way that looks, and it's got this little teeny little piece right here that scoops up, so when my thumb sits on there, it just ramps in there really nice. Plus that thick, wide honeycomb handle. Very cool look. I dig it. Yeah, I mean, I got this little cleaver. This is a little Gerber. I got this with Titanium Justin at Shields that day. It's kind of a fun little one. I've never actually used this. I need to do some tests with that, though. It's kind of a neat one. My very first fixed blade I ever got, I won this at a carnival back when you could still win knives at carnival. This was the 4th of July carnival. I popped a balloon with a dart and won this. It's pretty rusty. I need to fix this up, but young Kenman, really enjoyed that one. Right there. I thought, what am I blind? Yeah, might as well grab that one too. The Cold Steel Kubon, or how do you say that again? Koboon. Mini sword, basically. Looks sweet though, right? So I got a few fixed blades kind of lying around. Little variety, I like everything. I have stuff, I have like the old school friction folders, like this Nago Higo no Kami. Classic, traditional Japanese. And then the most recent friction folder I got. This is the Benelli. Ooh, that could have been nasty. There it is. Fox Bastinelli friction folder. So I like all knives, big, small, weird, simple, inexpensive. Look at this albatross. Look at that piece of wood and this little Damascus cleaver. Got that thumb stud with the pearl in it. And you can almost flick it out. Pretty rad. I love knives. Got a bunch of them. Love talking about them. Love doing customizations to them. Which one is what? Man. The Baltic Blades knife is cool, Jason Beecher. God, I wish I could remember what it's called. Like the Viper, yeah. It's small, though. It's kind of a delicate knife. It kind of came with like a neck holder, so you just pop it out, make your cuts. It's like a little scalpel. I like the wrap that goes around it, though. It's fun. Well, someone asked the other day, they're like, do you have any throwing knives? And then someone replied, they're like, any knife, every knife is a throwing knife. All you got to do is throw it. It's not a throwing knife right now, but it can be. All I got to do is just grab it and throw it. I need a sound effect. Got it. Got it. What is the sharpest one you have? It was this one, but I've been using and abusing and beating it. I've been cutting a bunch of paper and cardboard, but this Sheriff, man, this was just a laser beam. If you go into my shorts, if you go on my channel and go to the shorts feed, type Sheriff, or you just go to my channel and type Sheriff. Type in Sheriff and watch the short on me cutting paper with the Sheriff. It's like, and every single time it hit, it just slices through. You can wave it around. It was out of control. But I've been abusing that and testing the hell out of it. But it's kind of a user knife. It feels really good in the hand. It's something I've got on the table. I'm cutting open boxes and some things with it regularly. And I've just been slicing the hell out of some paper. And it's finally starting to get a little edge on there. I probably spend 5 minutes cleaning it up and get it back to where it was. But it is 154 cm, so it's not like it's the highest quality of edge retention. It's solid steel. I love 154 cm, so don't get me wrong on that. Throw a Microtech yeah, I'll just grab my MSI here and just heave this thing across. Does it have the year on it? 2023 Microtech MSA. I got the apocalyptic finish two-tone blade. So it got that shiny spot and then the kind of the dull area as well. Pretty cool knife. I don't know why I don't love it. It's kind of under my list of knives that I should love, but I don't. Something about it. It's fun though. Texas Thule, let me see some micro. Mini Corvid cleaver. Boom. Absolutely tiny. We have the Concept Rio. Talking micro. Want to know what's crazy about the Rio? M390. We got like a 1-inch chunk of M390 on this Rio. It took me a while to figure out that front flipper. It's a front flipper only, just a tiny little guy. And it just took a while for me to figure out you got to really lock in there to get that to snap out. Super fun though. Super fun. Most expensive. Thank you for subscribing, dads. Thank you for subscribing, Coca. Do I have diving knives? Where is that? I have a diving knife fixed blade that has a flat blunt tip for prying. Man, that's in a box somewhere. That just reminds me, I have that box that's got at least 10 knives in it that I totally forgot about. I wonder where that is. It's got a couple fillet knives in it. Couple of cheapos, got a few fixed blades, and one of them is, I think it's a CRKT dive knife, so it's about the size of the Milita fixed blade, except for the end is flat. It's almost like a blunt, so you can get in because when you're diving, you need to make cuts and stuff, but you want to use that tip, you can get in there and pry a little bit more like a screwdriver. Solid knife. Now, thank you for reminding me. I need to figure that out. I do not have any Protex Texas Thules. Most expensive. Fract is 200, right? I think the titanium S90V CJRB frac is not 200, so that is probably pretty close. I know the Concept Tuckamore is like 180, 190. The new Devo Tallboy was 200. I think that's pretty much where my numbers are. I don't have a lot of super expensive knives. I have a lot of knives that are under 100. Hell, I have a lot of knives that are probably under 60. But expensive knives, I've gone through quite a few. I've done a lot of customizations on some really nice knives. Some Spydercos and stuff. But personally in my collection, that $200 is kind of at the max of where some of mine are at. But this is the newest. It's not the newest from Devo because they just released the Fireball. But this is the Devo Tallboy, really cool dark mode version from Blade Binge exclusive. Great action on it. Got that choke up spot. Really good jimps. And then it's got those secondary jimps that I'm a big fan of. Getting that index finger on there for doing work. So $200 all day on this bad boy. The new Kaiser Milita fixed blade. This is the S35 VN version. I think this one goes for about 180 or so. Anybody in the chat know how much the other Devo, the Pony Stout? I think it's a little bit less, but it is kind of up there. I mean, the MSI, where did I set that MSI? It's huge. And now I can't even see it. Usually goes right there. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, the Microtech MSI, what is this, 180, 190? Somewhere around there. And what is your cheapest? The Parrot ceramic knife, like $5, $4 or $5. I don't think it really counts, but where's that paper? Oops. Yeah, this piece of paper's a mess. But, I mean, this is a ceramic knife, and it actually cuts paper. That's absolutely ridiculous. Cheapest decent knife is the Ozark Grail. This is a $10 Walmart knife. Mad Yako actually picked this one up for me because they're sold out at all my Walmarts. You got a hollow grind on a D2 blade with this Axis style lock that has good action. Look at this action. Thumbs out easy, flicks out, no problem. Got a good feel. $10? You kidding me? I'm not going to carry this. I want to test it, beat it up and stuff. But D2 is a solid steel. One of my main... Where the hell is it? There it is. SOG Terminus. SOG Terminus is a D2 Axis lock, flipper, thumb, flicks out. I beat the crap out of this. This is D2. If you look, you might see there's a little dot right there. Couple little spots on it, but I mean, I beat the crap out of this D2 for quite a while. And you can just really beat on this knife for 40, 50 bucks. And it was a great user. Because I have all these now, I kind of carry a different one every day. So I don't even actually need to sharpen very often, just because it's like I'm always kind of going through a different knife. Ozark Bug Out. Yeah, the Ozark Bug Out is exactly it. But I mean, everyone's trying to make their version of the Bug Out. There's your Ozark. We have the Drop Bear, which is by far a way better version of a Bug Out. This is Kaiser Drop Bear's clutch lock. Absolutely fantastic action. Bug Out killer all day long. Those go for about 100. I got a right in front of me. There it is. The Lander 2 is the Bug Out killer from NAFS. Also the Kaiser clutch lock. I'm having troubles on this vertical, holding it way up here. My arm's getting sore. I've been holding it out there. Boom. Also a Bug Out killer from NAFS. We have the Bug Out killer from CJRB, the Hectare. This one has S90V blade. Absolutely fantastic S90V. Look at that shine and the Ultim on it. Great action. Feels good in the hand. Bug Out killer all day long. Let's see what could be a Bug Out killer from another company. I'm trying to find ones that are basically Axis locks. Kershaw Iridium. Right? Kershaw Iridium is sweet. It's another one of those ones that I should love that I don't. It's kind of a fingerprint magnet, and it seems like, I don't know, it's just weird. I just don't, some knives just you hold in your hand and you don't have that desire to grab it quite as often. I used to carry the Kershaw Heist around quite a bit. It's got that Axis lock, nice feel, good action, flicks out good. I wish there was a better choke up on it. But yeah, lots of Bug Out killers out there. Ooh. Predator. I went for a flipper tab. No flipper tab on this one. Sweet looking. What is this, TRM or wait? It's the Predator, right? Yeah. Good Lord. Landed right on this one. You look good. Don't do that, Dan. Why are you doing that? My arm is losing it. It's this weird angle. You can't see when I'm here, but if I don't move and I just turn, see that? So I hold it out. It's like I'm holding out fish. Look at the size of that fish. It's bigger than my head. This bad boy right here. Can't remember what this is called. The SRM sword. Yeah. Work that thing in. Pretty cool though. Has that kind of katana look to it. I think I don't know the name of this one because it's like the STR 8000 or something like that. I'm not a big fan when companies make knife names and they just call them like a weird number or something like that. Boom. Sencut Bront. This one's almost like a straight razor. Flick out. Cool wood. I got a really kind of a boring chunk of wood on this though. No real lines or grooves or anything like that. Not that exciting. But the knife is cool. Got that front flipper action. Trying to... There we go. A little bit easier when I'm over here. Ah. Come on. It's kind of a top flipper. Don't carry that one around too much though. A lot of these Sencuts I don't carry as much either, or the petrified fish. Here's the beluga. Beluga is a big old chonker. Pretty fun stuff. I got 3 petrified fishes, the beluga. Then we have the, I remember the flipper tab on this one, the bunta. Bunta is really cool, but the flick out, I remember you have to kind of push it sideways. Weird shape to the bunta. Bunta. The Bunta Eve Classic. What you know about that? And then the third petrified fish, I kind of stuck with the blue theme. I have the Victor. Victor is a cool looking blade, but it's kind of weird. Look at this side. And look at this side. So it's got that fuller, but the fuller, it's like I can thumb it out with the left, or I can use the flipper tab with the left. But with the right, now I can do this, and I can flick it out. Why wouldn't they make that hole go all the way through? It's like they're trying to make a show side. You know, I flipped the clip, so like the clip should be on the other side, and this would be like the show side with the PF and the clean blade, and then that's hidden on the back. So as a righty, you can use it for flicking, but you can't use it as with your thumb. Kind of a weird design. I thought about cutting the hole, using that one as a mod, and actually cut all the way through it. What does anyone think? Should I try that? You collect knives like I collect fingers. Giving Casey a run for his money on the Vert Live, Jay. Well, you know, I am a fan of the ambidextrous crossbar locks, Mad Yucko, for sure. I do not have a Bible. But yeah, you know, Casey does a lot of vertical lives. I was curious, you know, it's kind of, well, I mean, he seems to like to do these, or he does them a lot. Long story short, I do my horizontal on Thursdays. I do a full video every day. I do shorts all the time. I thought I'd do a couple vertical lives just for kicks. And I, dude, got way more views. The vertical live I did yesterday got 8,000 views in less than an hour. I had 8,000 views when I ended that live stream. And if you add up the last 10 live streams I did for 3 hours a piece on Thursdays, they, you know, they're like 300 views, 500 views, 600 views, 600 views, 500 views, 600 views. You add all those up, there are not 8,000 views on all of those. And I got that all in like 30 minutes yesterday. Today, we can go look in a second here. But before I started this live stream, I was at 5,967. At least that's where it was when I looked. So maybe right before that it might have been a little less. But we're going to say 5,967 subs. So I was 33 away from 6,000. Hold on. And now I am at 6,025. So 33 and 25. 33, 43, 53, 58. I have gained 58 subscribers in this 2-hour live stream right here. 58. What? So if you want to have some growth and you want to get out and have a little bit more of a variety of people, like my regular live stream, I get solid viewers, but it's the same group. It's my same subscribers that I get to talk to every week. We get to have a good time. We have some inside jokes. We have a lot of laughs, talk about a lot of knives, what's coming out. But I get a lot of the same thing. The vertical, I'm getting a lot of new views. Definitely need to police it a little bit more as far as you get some of the crazies, some of the ones that are just, because it pushes it into your shorts feed. And so people are going through shorts and stuff are kind of running across it. And then you might get some of those kids that just like swearing or like just saying stupid stuff that you have to kind of use your mods to help kind of keep down. Do I have milling equipment? No, but I do have a CNC that I'm working on building and getting going. So in a way, yes, I do have a drill press that I've used kind of as a mill, sort of. You know what I'm saying? I do want to get into some more stuff like that, though. I will be getting my CNC up and running. I'm going to start making some scales very soon. Maybe make some inserts for the mini Milita. Seems like a fairly easy insert, flat on the bottom, and a fairly simple shape. I love to design some crazy shapes and make some new cool scales for some of my knives. Great live. Thank you, Not Too Dead. Not Too Dead? Sure. Just subscribed. Thank you. I've noticed a distinct lack of trolls on your live. Thank you. I try, you know, I mean, there's a place for trolls in the world. Generally, it's under a good bridge. You find yourself a nice bridge, get underneath there, and spend your life. Pay the toll! I don't know. I can't believe I've been doing this for 2 hours, though, today. What a fun time. I was in the middle. I got some videos I got to make. I did a swap today with the Microjet. Didn't work very well. Unfortunately, the titanium version and the Ultim version have different liners. It's the Tempest Knives Microjet. It's a new knife. I don't have the one, I'm not going to really mess around with the other ones right now, but this is the titanium version. Very nice, 154 cm. KC from the Knives Fast channel designed this. Kubi made it. It's got some micro milling on there. Very cool. But I got this one and I have the Ultim version. And then someone sent me their titanium version. And we're going to do a blade swap because the Ultim one has a black blade. So we're doing a black blade swap for a stonewash blade swap. But long story short, the titanium frame does not have a liner on this side and has a liner for the lock on this side, versus the Ultim one has a liner on both sides and it's a full liner, versus this one here for the lock, it's not a full shape. It only kind of comes down on the left side here, versus the Ultim one, it fits that whole space. So you can't swap the liner. You can't, basically when I put the blades in, because the liner isn't quite the same, the titanium one now has rock lock going this way, and the Ultim one barely locks up at all because that space is not the same. So unfortunately, that combo did not work, and we do what we can. Boom. There you go, Jay. There you go, Jay. Welcome. But yeah, there are a few microjets left on the Tempest Knives website. This one is no longer available. There's a couple of Ultim ones left and a couple of titanium like this, but it's been anodized blue. I'm actually going to be anodizing this pretty soon. All of the hardware, the backspacer, the clip is all also titanium. So I'm probably going to do like a two-tone I'm kind of liking the way that his blue was, and then I'm going to do like maybe a gold or a bronze for all the other accents. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Can you show some Jack Wolf knives that you have? I wish I could. Jack Wolf knives are expensive. They're not necessarily in my range that I usually buy, and they're not really the style that I'm as much of a fan of. They're really cool, and I would like to get one, but I do not have any to show you, unfortunately. Apologize for that. Maybe I'll get one sometime in the future soon. Do I make knives? No, Michael Steelman, I don't make knives, but I do customs. So I do dye jobs like this. This was all jade. I did the yellow to red dye fade. This was jade. I dyed it red. I like to do laser marks. So this was all gray like this, but I did the laser mark paisleys on this side here. I did the simple little fish scale laser mark on that one there. I like to do anodizing. This was regular titanium, and I anodized it this nice blue color. I've done several cool multicolor anodizings. Also getting into doing shipwrecks, where this was a solid brass color, and I did the shipwreck pattern to give it that cool green and blue and kind of old weathered look. Here's another little shipwreck. Some excellent stuff going on that brass. So I like doing custom work. I have people send me knives. I do custom job to them, then send them back. I do customs myself and then sell those. But mostly I'm just an artist. I have another job that I do, and I am an artist who loves doing things, and I love knives. So I can take my love for my hobby and then also turn it into artwork, have some fun, hook a few people up here and there with some custom stuff, and then buy some more and keep going. It's super fun. Going to be anodizing my nip slip green with purple hardware, says Leafy. Green and purple. Nip slip, this is kind of similar to the nip slip, the Civivi X1. But we got the green and purple Joker style right there. I did the dye job on that. The liners were already green. I just did the purple to give it that final look. Super cool though with the back spacer and those liners. This was kind of an off-white color with the green, but I saw it and I was immediately like, I need to dye that for sure. I like the shipwrecks. Michael, hold on, let me grab, I got a couple more even better ones. This is a QSP Penguin. Look at that shipwreck job. Oh, tell me that's not rad. I just love doing it. And that's actually patina on the copper or brass. So you add ammonia and salt and stuff and let it sit for a certain amount of time, and it actually patinas and ages the material. Here's my Civivi X-Arc. It's got some caramely blues and some marbly kind of patterns to it, right? Shipwrecking is so much fun. I love it. I can't wait to do more of it. I have several knives that I'm going to be doing that process to. It is great. If you're interested in any of these projects that you've seen, I have filmed all of them, and there are videos for each one. I have over 57 dye project videos on the channel. Well, 56. I'm on 57 now. Not Too Dead did first patina today. It's addictive. We want to do 100 more now, right? Absolutely. All the projects, if you're an artist at all, it just gets to be super fun. I have so many things on deck. As far as, my Civivi Vision FG dyed red. Just a nice simple red dye. It's just such a blast. I have a bunch of knives that are titanium that I'm going to be doing some anodizing soon. I got Stacy Bolstered Blades knife that I'm going to be anodizing very, very soon. Hers is pretty much on deck. I'm doing a laser mark for MPG right now as well. Shoot. Come on, back off there. I don't know. Anyone else who's done vertical lives ever have your chat freeze? My chat froze on my phone an hour and a half ago, and my chat freezes like every 5 or 10 minutes. I've got my tablet down here, and it's harder to follow the chat with a small one, but it keeps freezing anyway. And now I'm down here. I had to refresh it a couple times. Not Too Dead says his freezes on him also. Freezes all the time, says Alex. Is my stitching bad? Mad Yako says. Someone's trying to return Hanks because they said the stitching is bad. Mad Yako, that's probably just someone who's just so picky. What do they want? Exact perfection? I mean, it's stitching. If you don't know, Mad Yako makes Hanks. I got a little stack of them right here. Let's take a look. Everyone, we're going to go ahead and just be a little judgy right now, Mad Yako, but you're going to get good from me, I'll tell you what. So this is a Mad Yako Hank right there. See the stitching blends in. Let's go to the other side. Check it out. Nice, cool pattern going across. Oh, look, this corner here, maybe this corner doesn't match that corner exactly. Oh, I see an extra little line right there. Who cares? That is as good as, if you ask me, that's as good as it needs to be going around there. Clean, couple little teeny little spots. I don't mind. Oh, see, there's a little imperfection right there. Doesn't bother me at all. Got his hand sewn stitch on there. That is one type of stitch that he does. Here's another one. I actually love this one. This one is my horror theme, right? But he kind of did a stitch like a Slipknot mask or something, where it's like a horror stitch, where it's supposed to be like jagged and dirty and grimy, kind of like Leatherface's mask. You know, it's supposed to have that. I love it. It's probably my favorite one. Got another little Halloween kind of inspired one. Look at that red stitch. Tell me that's not cool. Right? Oh, little imperfection right there. Cool pattern though. Look at that. All the way across. Twist. I think it's rad. What's everyone else think? Mad makes sick Hanks. You did a live this afternoon and it froze a bunch. What, your chat froze a bunch? Depends also how much are they. He sells them all for pretty much, you know what, $10 to $20. Budget. Not expensive. They're nice. Yeah, even Mad Yako's like, the tag stitching is messy, but it's thick. You know what though? To me, the tags, I kind of prefer that, to be honest. I don't know. Like, I feel like the way, when I look at this tag stitch, it looks like it was kind of like done by hand. Like it was like, oh, I sewed us all up, but then I did the tag stitch and I sewed it with hand to give it like this kind of natural feel. Like I've done a lot of ceramics, like pottery and stuff, where you have like a bowl or a cup and it's got a weird groove or a dent in it or a little crack on the side or something. And that's interesting to me. You can tell it was made by a person. So to me, you've got this nice stitching. It's nice and uniform and even all the way around. But then when it looks like it was hand sewn right there. I prefer that. I think that looks cool. You know, it's clean. It's nothing wrong with that. You know, maybe there's a little bunch right there. To me, I don't see anything wrong with that at all. But I can see how some people want everything to be 2 by 2 and perfect. And I have my ruler out and the one side is 1.97 and the other side is 2.0. Unacceptable. Get out of here. Get out of here. For $15, these are fantastic. I love them. They're great. I plan to use them more. I don't know. I think that's people that are expecting more than what you think. Anyway, and my chat froze again. One last one last, let's check this here. 35. 10 more subs since the last time we checked. I tell you, I appreciate you all. Subscribe if you want. Don't subscribe if you want. I'm trying to make interesting content that I hope you appreciate. You hope you enjoy it. If you do, hit the like button. Subscribe. You'll be able to see more. Hang out with me in the lives. I'm going to be doing some vertical lives on a regular basis here and there, maybe a little bit once in a while. I wasn't intending to go over 2 hours and 15 minutes, but we're having a good time. And if I'm having a good time vibing with some people, we're talking about knives. That's what I want to do with my life. I'm having a blast for a Saturday right now. I'm getting a little hungry. Gonna make some dinner. The channel's going great. Thank you all. 6,035. Dude, thank you all so much. Very appreciative. So much more coming in the future. A lot of customization things. Craziness will ensue. Mini knife shootout coming soon. Big knives coming soon. Die Project 57 more. Shipwrecks. Stuff's everywhere. Some people are crazy, I don't know. And they don't know quality handmade art when they see it. Exactly, not too dead. People just don't understand sometimes. They see like, oh, well, there's a little nick on this spot right here. Like, bro. You know what I mean. Yako, people do like them. It sounds like you have been selling some, so that's great. I'll keep telling people about them and try to send some more people your way. I love doing custom stuff, but I'm pretty sure I will not be getting a sewing machine and getting into that. Not that I don't want to. It's just I'm stretching myself wide and thin. Scrimshaw project, anyone? Look at all the bone down there that I could get some scrimshaw action with. Haven't gotten back to that in a while. I'll talk about, holy cow, if you thought I've had that CNC machine for a while, look up the last time I did one of the scrimshaw projects. Tell you what, Not Too Dad says, Yako, I'll be placing an order soon. He's got some cool stuff, and Not Too Dad, if you find some cool fabric, you can get him to do a custom on that fabric too. So there you have it. Okay, today's knife of carry was the rose gold pyrite with the buoy blade. Nice button lock, great action. Best pyrite out there is this rose gold buoy. Well, actually, they got a new one with the buoy and the copper blade with the little textured section. That one might be, because it also has like the blade steel, I think, is better. But man, look at this. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love it. Thank you all so much. It's been a great time. More lives coming. I'm going to try a late night one too. So yeah, watch around. Hang out with me on Thursday nights for my regular live, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be doing my giveaway for 6,000 subs probably in the next week or two. So pay attention for that. I'll be giving away a couple cool knives. Going to be doing the Kaiser live soon, where I'll be giving away at least one mini grouper. And if you haven't seen the mini grouper, button lock, but it's a liner lock. Show it again. So the button, you push it and it actuates the liner lock in there. Very cool design, excellent feel, very fidgety. Look at the way this button just swings it. Excellent knife. And it's got the strength of a liner lock with the joy of a button. Get on it. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.